What's up, everybody? You're checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hakamadi MC, and you are checking out more episodes of our Attitude Years series recap covering all of 1999. We're at Raw Is War from June 14th, 1999, live in Worcester, Massachusetts, and we see footage of Stone Cold Steve Austin's first days at WWE headquarters. He tells the secretary to answer the phone by saying, "Who the hell is this?" instead of the polite way you would answer the phone. Next, the corporate ministry come out, and Vince talks about how the worst thing, what's worse. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here, guys. That's why it's called the Uncensored Wrestling Podcast for a reason. The only thing worse than Stone Cold Steve Austin being WWE champion is Stone Cold being CEO. And he basically talks shit to Austin for challenging him and Shane to a handicap match. Vince makes matches for the night, and then Pat Patterson confronts Vince and says that Stephanie's my godchild. I've known you for 20 years. How could you do this? And Brisco and Patterson both decide to leave the corporate ministry and Vince. Next, The Rock, we get again Sheffy with a commercial for Chef Boyardee. Stone Cold meets ladies and he gets them to give him some beer. We have our dog pound match next, and we see Chyna hit Road Dogg with a low blow on Heat, but Road Dogg was still able to hit the pumping on slam on Mr. Ass. But tonight, they are going to be attached by like a dog collar. Mr. Ass comes out wearing a neck brace. Road Dogg has a shake, rattle, and roll, but then Chyna pulls Road Dogg out and uses the chain to low blow Road Dogg. Mr. Ass is a Fameasser, and Mr. Ass gets the win. After Chyna attacks Road Dogg with chair shots and kicks him, and Mr. Ass moons Road Dogg. So Chyna and Mr. Ass working together to take over Road Dogg. Next, The Rock comes out. The Rock says, Undertaker, by involving yourself in my match, you checked yourself into the SmackDown hotel. If you want to impress me, you will come to King of the Ring and put that title on the line. Undertaker, instead of rolling your eyes behind your head, roll it backwards and shove your head directly up your ass. That's when the Undertaker and Paul Bearer come out. Taker says, young man, sing a long time is over. Your mouth is writing checks your ass can't cash. You've crippled more people than polio. It's time for you to go to the learning tree. At King of the Ring, I accept. That's when Vince and Shane come out. Vince says, Rock, what makes you think you're worthy? Tonight, you will have a non-title match. You must win the match to get a title shot. Interesting stuff. We see WWE Women's Champion Debra with Jeff Jarrett defending against Ivory. During the match, Debra takes the scarf and chokes Ivory with it. Nicole Bass chokes Debra, and Ivory rolls up Debra to become our new women's champion here after Nicole and Ivory walk off together. Stone Cold is in the board meeting. He fires people and he hires a mail clerk, and he ends up having all of the corporate people take beer shots, and they're having a beer drinking contest. We get a blindfold match next. Big Boss Man versus Tess. Tess is the only one blindfolded in this. Big Boss Man attacks Tess with a nightstick until Stephanie McMahon runs down and helps Tess, and the match stops. Obviously, this relation between Tess and Stephanie is starting to take flight. We have the Big Show versus X-Pac. Big Show goes to leave, but X-Pac says he's a fighter and he wants this match. We have Big Show versus X-Pac. They go back and forth. Kane tells X-Pac he's going to fight instead of Big Show. Big Show tosses X-Pac out and just walks outside. Kane hits X-Pac with a spin kick, and then Kane tosses Big Show out, and just chaos here on Raw as we prepare for King of the Ring coming up soon. Next, we have the Intercontinental Champion Jeff Jarrett with Debra taking on Ken Shamrock, and Ken Shamrock will be in a straitjacket for this match. Although he's in the jacket, Ken Shamrock is able to hit a drop kick, a head scissors, and he makes Jeff Jarrett tap out to the ankle lock. After Vince comes out, hits the referee, and runs off with the key to Ken Shamrock's straitjacket. So it looks like Ken Shamrock is going to be stuck in that straitjacket for some time. Pat Patterson and Gerald Brisco are up next to take on Mideon and Viscera. Viscera hits two splashes to Pat, and Mideon hits Brisco with a neck breaker, and Mideon and Viscera just defeat the Stooges and walk off. Stone Cold looks at finances and he tells them to give Mick Foley some of Vince's money. Shane's money will bear the budget. So basically, he's going to take some of Vince's money to pay Mankind and then take Shane's money to cover Vince's. Next, the tag titles on the line. The tag team champions, the Acolytes, defending against Kane in a handicap match. Kane chokeslam Bradshaw. Bradshaw hits Kane with chair shots, and then the Acolytes nail a double neck breaker, and they defeat Kane. After the match, Acolytes go to attack Kane, but X-Pac runs out with a chair to stop them. We see Vince's office, and Stone Cold has men pour cow shit into the office, which leads Vince and Shane McMahon to come out. Vince says, Stone Cold Steve Austin, you have disgraced the WWE with your mere presence at WWE headquarters. I won't forget or forgive you for what you've done. We can't wait any longer until you're no longer CEO. We take our own CEO title, our stock in the company, and we're going to hang it above the ring. And the only way to grab it is by Stone Cold Steve Austin climbing the ladder. Shane says, you will get a title shot if you win tonight. And then Ken Shamrock is loose from the straitjacket. He hits a belly-to-belly to Shane, and he chases Vince to the back. And Vince runs off into a limo and leaves. So we now know it'll be Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vince and Shane at King of the Ring in a ladder match with the CEO title on the line. Next, we have the WWE Champion, The Undertaker, taking on Triple H and taking on The Rock. This match now becomes a triple threat, all three men brawl. The end comes when Chyna accidentally trips The Undertaker. Undertaker grabs her by the throat, and then Triple H grabs Taker, and Taker drops Triple H's neck. Rock hits a rock bottom to Triple H, and Rock gets the win, and he's going to move on to King of the Ring. After the Triple H and The Undertaker brawl, and the corporate ministry have to separate the two, and it does look like Vince's words are not true. The corporate ministry is dissolving right in front of us, and we do know that The Rock will take on The Undertaker for the WWE title at King of the Ring. A lot of crazy stuff happening. We found out a lot of new stuff in this episode. Our next episode will be June 21st, and then we have made it to the King of the Ring. Until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.